Hey, it's your boy Hendo checking Hendo, coming to y'all with another video. Today we got black and brown unity. Is it possible, or black and brown unity not possible at all? We're gonna go look at both of these POVs, perspectives, and we're gonna get to the answer. Well, I'm gonna give you my opinion. You can give me yours in the comments. But like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up. I'm not even finna waste your time. Let's get into it.
I'm getting real fucking sick and tired of this black-brown animosity. Get you guys' shit together. So instead of squabbling like little fucking bitches, how about y'all unite so we can actually do some goddamn work? This is only for the people who are trying to sow and widen that divide. If you're for uniting, you're for coming together, we're with you, brother. But if you're not, on either side, on any side, you're part of the problem.
Well, in that clip, it feels like he's insinuating that we need to come together. And that all depends on the person. It all depends on if you feel like we need to come together. What do we need to come together for? Do we need to come together because you guys are having problems now and you feel like we need to come together? Or we need to come together because we just need to come together because we're fighting the same problem? Is that why? And I feel like right now, it kind of feels like it's the first one. So that's why it's a lot of hesitation for black people to really want to get together, because it's like, oh, now that you going through some shit, you want to get together. It's not unity for the right reason. And that's what I feel. I feel like we need unity for the right reason. But I do think there needs to be a unity, not just with black and brown people, but with everybody around the world under the same system. You know what I mean? We're all under the same system. And it's starting to happen. You can see it in Burkina Faso with him. I just seen something the other day where he was taking their mines back, their gold mines and their cobalt mines, or whatever mines they have, taking it back. And that's what's up, you know what I mean? But we need people like that. That's the type of unity we need, with people like that. Not people who have a problem and then we have unity, and then after we solve the problem, or after this all blows over, or we get a new president or whatever happens, and y'all just turn right back to it's the same bullshit, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's happened so many times to black people. Every time we get together for somebody else's cause or something like that, in the end, they still end up having their white supremacist ways, you know what I mean? They're dying to have that proximity to white supremacy.
Are we not brothers or not? Answer it.
Yeah, we're brothers.
Thank you.
We're brothers. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you how much I love you. I love you so much that I don't have love for no one else.
That's right.
That's how much I have. I got so much love for Hispanic people that I don't have love for white people. I'm sorry. I'm all out of love. All my love go to Hispanics and Native Indians and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Haitians and Guatemalans and El Salvadorians and Jamaicans and all of my brothers. That's who I got enough love for. Just like I only got enough money for my family. Right. I only want to share my love, my joy with my brothers. Now, am I evil for that?
Never.
No, never.
Never.
And don't you ever feel that you are evil for loving your own people. Let me tell you what you think love is. You think love is laying on the floor so that somebody can walk over you. You think love is joining with everybody so everybody can build a community on your back. You think love is taking a knee and showing reverence and honor to a people that has always hate you.
Show me what love is. I feel you. Show me what love is.
What we have to have for one another.
Right.
Love is compassion with blacks and Hispanics. Guess what? The thing that's going on with deportation, us in here, blacks and Hispanics in this school, we fight against that.
Right.
We say the white man is the
Absolutely.
devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And God has shown that he's fighting against it. Because the same way a flood came in and destroyed Kerrville is the same way they flooded our communities, taking our babies.
That's right.
Absolutely.
The Lord is fighting for you. You know why? Because the Lord loves you. The thing that happened in Kerrville, our hearts go out to the parents and the people that lost loved ones. You know why? Because losing anybody hurts.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, the same way we have compassion for you, have compassion for our children.
Right.
Have compassion for our Hispanic brothers.
That's
And
right.
stop taking their damn children, or God is going to keep taking yours.
Right.
Hear me?
See, that's the black Hebrew Israelites, and their thing is that they believe the true Jews, or the true Jewish people, are the Native Americans, Caribbeans, people, the Mexican people, and the blacks. And my thing is, that is sort of a unity group, although it's a radicalized kind of unity group, or a different ideology of a unity group. Why don't you see more Hispanic representation in that group? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen one Spanish guy debating, and I put one in this video, you'll see it later on, of a Spanish guy. But you rarely see Spanish guys in that group, and it's a part of a unity group. So that's just a question that I beg, like, where is there unity in the groups where they're asking for unity? There are black people asking for unity, but I guess that does come with the stipulation that you got to believe in what they believe in, and if you don't want to believe in that, and a lot of Hispanics are traditionally Catholic, I think, so, you know, but let's keep going.
What if the idea of black and brown unity is just another lie we tell ourselves to feel safer in a system that was never built for us? Survival ain't the reason they don't side with us. It's preference. Think about it. In prisons, they don't roll with us. On the job sites, they don't hire us. In their homes, they don't want us dating their daughters. And in the courtroom, they often vote for policies against us. But my people want to cling to the few who march like it erases the ones who mock. And before you say that's not all of them, ask one of your Mexican partners what mejora la raza means. It means to improve the race. But improve it how? By whitening it. By erasing blackness. Go on and sit with that for a minute. They dance to our music, they talk like us, they move into our neighborhoods, and we let them. Then they gatekeep jobs, culture, and even respect. And we let them. This ain't about racism, man. It's about rivalry. Because nobody imitates what they pity. They imitate what they envy. And deep down, they know what we got can't be copied. So maybe it ain't hate. Maybe it's hidden competition. Maybe it ain't ignorance. Maybe it's inherited bias. Or maybe blacks was never meant to look for allies. Just remember who we are. I love my people. I hope y'all safe out there, and I hope you get home safe. And y'all have a good day.
That can depend on your region and the context of your culture. I've always been cool with Mexicans. Grew up with Mexicans, partied with Mexicans my entire life, learned with Mexicans, dated a lot of Mexican women. Even in my family, there are a lot of members of my family who are either half Mexican or married in Mexican. There is a reason why I have this big ass bandera mexicana en mi casa, también esta pintura de Dios con la mujer que se me está muerta. Is there ever a painting of that woman where she's alive? I just thought about that. Like, I have 2 of those paintings, and I've never seen one where she's actually. We can skip that. So, long story short, I've always been cool with Mexicans. A lot of that has to do with the region that I am from. And I keep saying this. When you come to Northern California, Stockton, California and up, that is Northern California, Mexicans, blacks, Filipinos, we might have our skirmishes, but we tend to be cool with each other. We all date each other. I feel like this is the Blaxican capital of black and Mexican offsprings. Black and Mexican and black and Asian capital. Like they groove you. Now, are there going to be some skirmishes? Are there going to be some times where we have some fights? Yeah. I have been in situations where I have been with a group of blacks and we get into it with some Mexicans in the club. And I've also been in a situation where I rode with my Mexican homies to the club and we got into it with a group of blacks. And I'm the only black in a group full of Mexicans fighting with some blacks. It is what it is. There was one situation where I was when I was working as a bouncer at this one club, and the only niggas who saved me from getting my ass whooped, because these fucking white boys were finna stomp me out because I fucked up one of their boys, was this group of Northerners who came and backed me up. Shout out, much respect to y'all, who came out and backed me up in the situation. So, those of y'all who know what they are, Northerners. But anyway, so, it's always love. It's always love, you know. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and act like there aren't regions, there aren't cities, there aren't places where relations in between blacks and Mexicans are sour. I'm not going to lie and tell you that. If you go to the Moreno Valley, if you go to SoCal, I'm well aware what they tell me what's going on down there in between the barrios and between the hoods out there. But a lot of times that's street shit. That's street shit. So it's hard for me to give a good... When you talk about inter-gang politics, it's always hard because that shit is like... I will tell you this. There are clearly some barrios when you go down south that don't fuck with blacks, that push that NK type shit. I'm always kind of on the fence with that because it's not like they specifically are trying to kill blacks and that's it. They don't fuck with blacks. Most barrios, when you go down south, beef with other barrios. If I'm just being honest with you, they beef with other barrios. And there are a few that don't fuck with blacks and they beef with blacks too. When you come to Northern California, that's not something that's like a thing here. If you see a barrio here that doesn't fuck with blacks, they're not saying we don't fuck with blacks. What they are saying is them specific niggas from that specific neighborhood, we on your ass. Now y'all, the other ones y'all cool.
I just want to say that that's true, that there is different relationships in different regions with Hispanic people or the Mexican people or black and brown unity. There's different relations with black and brown people in the unity. Me personally, I'm from the West Coast, and I feel like it's more, they have more of a, I would say, pride down there as being Mexicans. Like, they're so close to their homeland that, you know, they're way more dangerous because they're willing to do something and then run back across the border real quick. So, you know, you just got to watch out more. But I would also say that living down south now, I would say that black people and Mexican people don't mix as much as I do see on the West Coast. Like, on the West Coast, I feel like it's more of a, I don't know, desegregated vibe. And in the South, it's more of a Mexicans live in this town, blacks live in this town, white live in this town, you know what I mean? And in the West Coast, where as far as I've been, it's mostly big cities or cities, so it's mixed, you know what I mean? Most of them are mixed.
This man breaks down why there will never be black and brown unity. Check it out.
It is impossible for us to come together with black people because we are inherently and culturally racist. Our culture is very anti-black. Meanwhile, we out here marching with signs that say brown and black unity. The truth is that in our household, we tell our sisters, we tell our daughters not to date y'all, to stay away from y'all. And if we find out one of our aunties, one of our sisters, one of our daughters had a kid with one of you, we shame them. We even disown them. Is that we, as a people that have been anti-black for a couple of 100 years since colonialism, we can't possibly try to convince black people about brown and black unity. We can't. It's impossible because we're still very anti-black.
I mean, I'm not surprised. You know who else they don't bring home? Afro-Mexicans, Afro-Latinos, anything black, they not bringing home. That's why you see these Afro-Latinos doing circus tricks and tap dancing to be accepted by these Latinos. I mean, the whole thing is Mihara La Raza to whiten the race. Where do you fall into that, right? Then you have blanco whitening, more whitening. The whole Latino culture is white-centered. So where do any blackness fall in under that, right? Even if you consider Afro-Latino, you really don't fall into that. So, I mean, we're not surprised, right? I just appreciate that he was being transparent and really broke it down, because this is deeply rooted into centuries of ideology, right? You have people browner than black people, black Americans thinking that they're white. Like, it's wild out here, right? And, you know, I just bring that up because how we view them and how they view themselves is through two totally different lenses. They see themselves as white, even the brown ones. So, yeah, he broke it down, and I appreciate his transparency. The whole goal of Mihara La Raza is to whiten the race, to extract all the blackness from it, right? Anything that's not Euro features is primitive. So where do you know, as a black or Afro-Latino fall into that? You don't.
I think now is a good time for me to bring up the fact that it's deep, and I feel like Mexicans do have more of a problem with black people than black people have with Mexicans. But I feel like there can never be black and brown unity ever until both groups come together as one. So how can I be asking for you? So this is basically what I'm saying. How can I be asking for unity with Mexicans if all niggas ain't even unified? How can I be asking for unity with Asians if all niggas ain't unified? And same things with them. Like, if all Mexicans ain't unified on the idea that black people are your brothers, then how the fuck can we ever have any type of discourse or togetherness when half of black niggas don't want to be together with these niggas? They're like, fuck it, we don't even want to be around them niggas. And then half of the Mexican folks feel the same way. And then there's a smaller portion of us that's like, no matter what, we need to unify because we're fighting this system. And that's how I feel about the situation. But at the same time, I understand it's more of a nuanced situation than just, oh, we need to get together. We need to get, like, there's so many different ideologies in one ethnicity. Like, as far as black people, there's black people who believe, like I showed you with the Hebrew Israelites, that Mexicans are our brothers. There's black people who believe Mexicans are the furthest thing from us. They don't fuck with Mexicans. They don't like them. A lot of that is based on personal experience. So how can, and that's the same thing with the last, like, if you live on the West Coast and you have somebody from, I don't know, Virginia saying that, oh, we don't have any problems with Mexicans. Like, Mexicans up here are cool. We all live, we're peaceful. We all live together. We break down together. We buzz down together. Okay, cool. But then a guy on the West Coast probably won't feel the way. He's probably had bad experiences with Mexicans where he's from. And so that's where that comes from. You know what I mean? Like, so until we all can get on the same page until black people ain't fighting over bullshit, like, until we ain't got black MAGAs out here and black fucking, we fighting over Democrat or Republican, until we can get become solid on at least the basics, then we can't ask other people to come with us and get solid on something. And I know black people are solid on, like, which way they vote, but it always hasn't been the best way. You know what I mean? Well, it's the best way in general for humanity, but it's not the best way for us all the time. You know what I mean? But let's keep going.
Messages for the black and brown community. If you have an identity crisis, this is not for you. Has no one realized that they have accomplished their goal? Our ancestors were enslaved, suppressed, raped, eliminated. Taino genocide, 1500. Atlantic slave trade, 1500s to 1800. Indigenous people between 1492 and 1600. Our ancestors were creating civilizations and using technologies that they prefer to say that aliens did it rather than saying that it was our people. Why do you think they tried to take us out the map? Because they know that stronger we are together. Why do you think they're dividing us now, but yet we're in the same neighborhood? Because we are stronger together. They use redlining, mass incarceration, teach our kids factory mindset. They calcify our pineal gland through endocrine disruptors because they know that if we remember what our ancestors created, what the potential that our ancestors had, we wouldn't be second guessing ourselves. This black and brown division needs to stop. How do you know that our ancestors weren't working together? Not having the division that we have right now. Some of the monuments all over the world are very similar, and I don't think it was a coincidence. This video, I speak about Latinos need to show up, not only in the Wakanda Forever. It marches when a discrimination exists. It breaks my heart to see videos of Latinos saying, oh, now I'm gonna take my child to see Wakanda. You should have taken your child since before. It breaks my heart to see Latinos say things like, don't unite us with them because we're European. What? I am Afro-Latina. I know where I come from. I hate how people see Black or African descent as a weakness, as something less. When to say that I have African descent, I say it with pride. I lived in Miami most of my life. I've seen Latinos at the moment they become citizens, they deny the country that they came from. This shit needs to stop. There is strength in unity in the black and brown people of color. There is beauty in empowering each other and learning from each other's cultures. So I don't know if there's a coalition, but I'm down to start one.
Spanish-speaking community, we are family, but don't just take it from me. I just found this amazing video that I want y'all to see, and salute to these brothers for making such a masterpiece. I feel like this piece of content's bigger than me even. I appreciate these people, and I think you will too. I'll be right back after this video.
Hey, did you know the Hispanics is our brothers?
¿Sabías que los negros son nuestros hermanos? En Jeremías capítulo 50, versículo 33, dice que los negros y los morenos fueron oprimidos juntos.
Hey, we here at the Black Joy Parade showing unity between the blacks and Hispanics.
Making this true as a joke, you gon' get all of this biblical smoke. Hey, no, I can't fall. I pray to God that the line I could hold. These like the days in the boat.
Not only did the Bible say that we belong together, but they actually marched together too. But can anybody verify, because I don't want to put no false news out there, can anybody verify that Bible scripture that that brother was preaching about blacks and browns standing together in the Bible? I'd be interested to know what religion that is and what scripture that is so I could read up on it. Anyway, black and brown unity, man, to the day I die, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all, man. Share this out and show support so I can keep continuing to create videos just like this and spread a positive message to everybody that we are stronger together, for sure.
Thank y'all though for coming through, checking out the video. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up if you can. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel like there could ever be a black unit? There could ever be black and brown unity in between our communities? And what do you think it would take to get us there? What are some ways you think we can get there? And if you feel like there already is, then explain to me why and where you see it and how we can spread it. But either way, it's your boy Hendo. Thank y'all for checking in. I'm out.